Hi guys. Okay, this is a video sort of on design issue. Putting in my outflow line, which is the wastewater that comes out of the washing machine. And this is what I have so far. Let's see if I can give you enough light here. Okay, so I've got this here set up like this. Okay, so this is a pretty long pipe right here. You can see it's a pretty long pipe going from there all the way down. And probably would be better to cut it down to here. I don't know if you can see that. And why? Because if I leave it long, it's gonna sag down. Like, I can barely hold it, but see how much it's sagging down? If I bring it out farther, you can see how the whole pipe comes down pretty far. So if I cut it back, it'll be over here. And the weight of it will sit on the top of the other pipe. And I've secured the back pipe pretty well, so I know it's gonna be able to hold the weight. And that back pipe's also holding the whole thing all the way down to the main line. So the other thing is though that the water's going to sit at the lowest point, which could be some of the tubing that comes in between the laundry machine, which is towards the right, and tubing that could be sitting on the floor. So do I really need to cut it back? Well, I don't know. I mean, if I don't cut it back, this might eventually weaken where the rubber goes in, and it might come off. And it's also pulling on the other two areas on the left and the right side. So I'm gonna decide to just go ahead and cut the pipe back and then attach it over here. So there are no rules to how this should be done, but I'm just thinking, hey, I want this to last a long time. What makes sense to me? And then you kind of just have to make a decision and move forward on that. Hope that helps. So keep thinking about the design and what you're doing, what you're working on, and how you can improve it, and make continuous small improvements, and then use the same stuff you learned on this project towards the next project. Another case in point is I had, before I was setting this up, I had been given this tubing here. It's really wide, and it would go into, I'll show you this right here. Now this would then be stuffed into the that plastic pipe that I was showing you earlier. It would be stuffed directly into this pipe here. But the problem is this has holes. They're breathing holes so that when water runs through, it won't backflow, or it won't prevent it from going through. It's sort of like when you drink out of a water bottle or a Coke bottle, and you need, or let's say you're drinking out of a milk box, and there's a second hole so that way it doesn't create a vacuum in the box. Well, the thing with these plumbing lines though is they usually have a hole down the line to allow it to breathe. So I'm not worried about that. These breathing holes are basically going to create a leak point in my pipe system. And also I know this is going to work. I know the new system is going to work with this here because I used it on my other house under the sink basin. and it works actually quite wonderfully. So hope that helps, and I guess that's it for now.